Hi guys, it's Ms. Meredith. I got a little info for you on the next set of DBQs. We're looking at ancient China and the concept of legalism. Note, my Chinese is terrible, but I try really hard. So we looked at Rome and its fall and then sort of moved over east to look at the emergence of Islamic empires. Now we're going even farther east to China. China has 3,500 plus years of written history, making it the longest documented civilization in the world. We're going to look at a period in which the kingdoms of China were united under an emperor for the first time, although this is definitely not the beginning of Chinese history. See, the Qin Dynasty was around before China had a full writing system, and then came the Shang, who really developed writing, and the Zhou, which started before the founding of Rome and continued through the Punic Wars. Remember Hannibal and the elephants? The Qin Dynasty came next, and the Han after that. So we've backed up a bit in time and gone east in space. This, incidentally, is how you spell Qin in English. There are whole systems of writing Chinese sounds with English letters. I think this system is called pinyin, so Q kind of equals ch. So in the 5th century BCE, the Zhou dynasty had no effective control over ancient China. Fighting among the states of the territory intensified, marking the beginning of the Warring States period. In this period, the 7 major states attempted to conquer one another over and over, as well as the minor states. Now, one of the warring states, Qin, had the advantage of controlling 2 of the most fertile regions of ancient China. So note the blue rivers on this map, which brought fresh water for crops and drinking. And the red pin in this satellite map shows the modern district of Nanjing, which was also in the ancient state of Qin. Green and flat is good for crops. So the centuries of warfare between Qin and their northern nomadic neighbors also made the Qin army really skilled and strong. So the Qin ministers enacted new political reforms that brought stability to the state and that led farmers to migrate there, further enriching the economy. So Zhou, also known as Yingzheng, became the king of Qin in 246 BCE at age 13. When he was 27 years old, he began military campaigns to conquer the other remaining states, and he did it in just 25 years. All of the states of ancient China were unified under the control of a central government, the Qin Dynasty. Zhou took the title Qin Shi Huang, or Shi Huangdi, which literally means first emperor. Now, the reforms Qin ministers had enacted to strengthen and stabilize the state were modeled on the new political philosophy of legalism. Once Qin Shi Huang's armies had conquered the other states, he applied these legalist policies to the rest of the empire. One of the most important legalist philosophers was Han Fei. If you look at this quote, you can note that legalism emphasized clearly stated laws, really strict adherence to those laws, and really harsh punishments for anybody who disobeyed. Qin Shi Huang further unified the empire by standardizing units of measurement, currency, the length of cart axles to improve transport on the roads, and Chinese script. The photo on the right is of a plaque inscribed with seal script, the official script of the dynasty. The Qin dynasty also ordered massive construction projects, such as the development of a road system and canals, the unification of various northern states' walls, which would become what's now known as the Great Wall of China, and the creation of the mausoleum of the first Qin emperor. On the left, we see a portion of the Great Wall, first built under Qin and rebuilt during the Ming Dynasty more than 1,000 years later. Now, beyond all these reforms and projects, the Qin model of central government influenced governments in China for centuries, and it's believed that the Western name for China comes from the name Qin. So, now, despite all these achievements, the Qin dynasty only lasted until 3 years after the death of Emperor Qin Shi Huangdi in 210 BCE. And pictured here are some of the estimated 8,000 terracotta soldiers that guard the tomb of the first emperor. So, your task is to read a series of documents to answer the question, what caused the fall of the Qin dynasty? But before you start the readings, after you've watched this video, please do the Ed puzzle of Mr. Nicky's Ancient China video. It's just to reinforce the info I've given here. And since we're mostly focusing on the ancient dynasties and the Qin Emperor, I'm kind of ignoring Lady Fu Hao, who was impressive, but mostly because females didn't always have a lot of power in the ancient Chinese world. And that's pretty much the end. See you next time.